We're now just 1 week from Election Day, which will be the first time we hear from voters across the country since President Trump's historic election. And one of the most closely watched races is the New York City mayor's race. And a new poll shows that race may be tightening. NBC News national political correspondent Steve Kornacki joins me from the big board, my favorite place to see him. What are the key findings of this poll, Steve?
Yeah, it's interesting, Kelly. Take a look. This is a Suffolk University poll here in New York City. Zoran Mamdani, the Democratic nominee, continues to lead over Andrew Cuomo, 44-34. Republican Curtis Sliwa at 11% now. Still a lead for Mamdani, but a couple things are interesting about this. Number one, he's under 50% in this poll. He's well under 50% in this poll. And that gap between Mamdani and Cuomo, you see, is 10 points here. Take a look at what this same pollster found the last time they polled. This was a month ago in September. Back then, they found basically a 20-point lead. They find Mamdani's lead over Cuomo coming down in half over the last month. Now, what's happened over the last month, of course, is back in September, there was another candidate in this race, the incumbent mayor, Eric Adams. He has since dropped out, and you can see pretty clearly here that his support has shifted over to Cuomo. I mean, look at this. Mamdani really isn't losing much ground, but he's not gaining any ground over the last month. He is stuck there in the mid-40s. It's Cuomo who's going up. Sliwa, the Republican, is up only 2 points. So really, this is where the movement's been. And it suggests the possibility here. Are there limits? What are the limits to the appeal of Mamdani in New York City? Are there voters who have reservations about him, who are outright resistant to him? His support, again, he's the Democratic nominee in an overwhelmingly Democratic city, and he's still polling here in the mid-40s, and the movement is consolidation below him. So it does raise a question, as you look towards next week, if there is further consolidation here of the non-Mamdani side of this. If Cuomo can build more support coming from Sliwa, coming from undecided voters, could he get this closer from 20 to 10 into single digits, into competitive range? Take a look at one of the key findings within the poll here, the age divide. Younger voters, those under 45 years old, older voters, and look at this chasm, a 40-point Mamdani advantage over Cuomo on the younger side. Cuomo actually beating Mamdani on the older side. Now, in the primary, Democratic primary, when Mamdani beat Cuomo, there was a lot more young voter participation than expected. There was a lot less older voter participation than expected. One thing that's out there right now, some of the data from the early voting in New York City, this stuff can be skeletal, this stuff can be misleading, but just pointed out, some of that early voting data is showing an electorate that is much older this time around than it was in the primary. We'll see if that holds up, but that's relevant because that is something Cuomo needs to have happen. If Cuomo's going to have a chance here, he needs there to be a lot more older voters in this general election than there were in the primary. So there's some volatility here, I think. A week to go. This is when the attacks get more intense. The scrutiny intensifies here. And to the extent there are some reservations about Mamdani among the voters in New York City, is there room for more consolidation? That is what the poll suggests is worth keeping an eye on, Kelly.
So great to have that info, and gives us a lot to watch. Steve, thank you so much.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.